In the shadow of history, legends are not born. They are forged in the crucible of conflict, whispered in the courts of kings, and etched into the memory of civilization itself. One name echoes through the millennia, a strategist whose wisdom has guided emperors, generals, and leaders long after the dust of his own time settled. This is the story of the mind behind the ultimate art of victory. This is the legacy of Sun Tzu. Who was this master of strategy? History offers us a silhouette, a figure known as Sun Tzu, or Master Sun, who served the state of Wu during China's spring and autumn period, over 2,500 years ago. While scholars debate the details of his life, or even if he was a single person, the text attributed to him, The Art of War, is undeniably real. Its 13 chapters are not just a manual for battle. They are a profound guide to understanding conflict, competition, and human nature itself. It is a work of such clarity and depth that its lessons remain as potent today as they were centuries ago. The Art of War opens with a striking declaration. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. This wasn't a call for passivity. It was a call for superior intelligence. For Sun Tzu, the greatest victories were not won on the battlefield amid the clash of steel and the cries of men, but in the mind of the commander, long before the armies ever marched. True mastery lay in outthinking, not outfighting your opponent. To win without lifting a single sword, that was the pinnacle of skill. To achieve this, Sun Tzu insisted on one foundational principle: know your enemy and know yourself, and you will not be imperiled in 100 battles. This wasn't just about counting soldiers or measuring swords. It was about deep psychological understanding. What are your opponent's strengths? More importantly, what are their weaknesses? What are their habits, their fears, their ambitions? And what about your own? A commander who understood his own limitations was far stronger than one who blindly believed in his own invincibility. This dual knowledge was the key to unlocking victory. With this knowledge, a commander could shape the battlefield to his advantage. Sun Tzu wrote, "All warfare is based on deception. When able to attack, we must seem unable. When using our forces, we must seem inactive. When we are near, we must make the enemy believe we are far away. When far away, we must make him believe we are near." This is the art of creating illusions, of controlling what your opponent sees and believes. It's about leading them down a path of your own making, causing them to misread the situation, misplace their forces, and exhaust their resources chasing shadows while you prepare the decisive blow. Strategy for Sun Tzu was like water. He taught that just as water shapes its course according to the nature of the ground over which it flows, a warrior's victory is shaped by the enemy he is facing. There are no fixed tactics, no rigid plans that guarantee success. The brilliant commander is fluid, adaptable, and unpredictable. He avoids the enemy's strength and strikes at their weakness. Like water flowing away from high places and rushing downwards, to be rigid is to be brittle. To be adaptable is to be unstoppable. Sun Tzu also understood the immense power of momentum and timing. He used the metaphor of a rolling log or stone. On level ground, it is stationary, but on a steep mountain, it has immense potential energy. The skillful commander builds up this potential, this strategic momentum, choosing the precise moment to release it. He wrote, "The quality of decision is like the well-timed swoop of a falcon, which enables it to strike and destroy its victim. It is not about raw force, but about the surgical application of that force at the most critical juncture, the point where the least effort yields the greatest result." This required immense patience. While his contemporaries might have glorified heroic charges and bloody confrontations, Sun Tzu saw them as failures of strategy. He urged leaders to wait for the opportune moment, to create conditions where victory was not just possible, but inevitable. In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity. The commander who remains calm, who sees the patterns within the turmoil, can turn a desperate situation into a decisive advantage. He doesn't react to chaos, he harnesses it. But what happens when battle is unavoidable? Even then, Sun Tzu's principles were designed to minimize loss and maximize gain. He emphasized the importance of a unified force, stating, "He will win whose army is animated by the same spirit throughout all its ranks." A commander had to be more than a tactician. He had to be a leader who inspired unwavering trust and discipline. His soldiers had to move as one body, driven by a singular purpose, understanding that their survival and victory were intertwined. This unity was a weapon more powerful than any spear or chariot. He also stressed the importance of terrain. The ground you fight on is not a passive stage. It is an active participant in the battle. Is it open ground, where your forces can be easily seen? Is it constricted ground, where a small force can hold off a larger one? Is it deadly ground, where you must fight with desperate courage to survive? The wise general doesn't just march his army onto a field. He uses the landscape as an ally, turning mountains, rivers, and forests into instruments of his will. Understanding the ground was as critical as understanding the enemy. Ultimately, the teachings of Sun Tzu transcend the battlefield. They are about navigating the complexities of any competitive environment. When a business leader analyzes the market to find a unique niche, they are applying Sun Tzu's principles. When a negotiator understands the other party's motivations to find a mutually beneficial solution, they are using his wisdom. It is a timeless guide to achieving your objectives with intelligence, precision, and grace. The final, and perhaps most profound, lesson of the art of war is that the ultimate battle is not with an external foe, but with oneself. It is about mastering your own impulses, your own ego, your own fear. It's about cultivating the discipline to prepare, the patience to wait, and the wisdom to know when to act and when not to. The war is won before it is ever fought, not on the plains of battle, but in the quiet temple of the mind. The greatest victory is the victory over the self. Thank you for watching.